Recent U.S. government data shows that inflation has moderated compared with the spikes seen in the early post-pandemic years, giving policymakers some reason for cautious optimism. According to the latest Consumer Price Index figures, headline inflation in the United States edged near 3% in late 2025, slightly below forecasts and marking a slower pace of price increases than earlier in the year. Core inflation, which strips out volatile food and energy costs, also eased modestly, reinforcing signs that price pressures are receding. Despite these cooler inflation readings, the reality for everyday Americans remains stark. Consumer surveys show that a large share of households continue to experience financial hardship from high costs, especially in essential categories such as housing, food, healthcare, and transportation. In a recent Gallup poll, roughly 3 in 5 adults reported that rising prices have strained their budgets, with lower-income families disproportionately affected. Economists emphasize that cooling inflation does not mean prices are falling, only that they are rising more slowly than before. The Bureau of Labor Statistics data confirms that while some categories like energy saw more modest increases, key cost drivers such as rent and services remain stubbornly high. These persistent costs mean that many households have not seen meaningful relief in their day-to-day expenses, even as headline inflation trends downward. The Federal Reserve continues to monitor the situation closely. Slower inflation readings have renewed market expectations of possible interest rate cuts, but policymakers have cautioned that underlying price pressures and labor market conditions could temper aggressive monetary easing. Investors, meanwhile, have reacted positively to lighter-than-expected inflation reports, sending major stock indices toward record territory on hopes of a more accommodative monetary stance. In summary, while inflation growth in the U.S. has decelerated from its recent peaks and offers a glimmer of economic cooling, the national cost of living picture still shows significant strain for everyday consumers. Prices remain elevated, and the impact of price growth continues to shape household budgets across the country.